In this video, we're going to work on the ALEKS problem called integer multiplication and division. This is going to give you two math problems asking you to evaluate them, come up with the answer. And the real challenge in this particular ALEKS problem is that it's going to be testing your knowledge of what to do when you're multiplying or dividing negative numbers with positive numbers or negatives with negatives and things like that. So first of all, general rule, if you are multiplying or dividing a negative number with a positive number, the answer is always going to be negative. That's just a straight up rule. If you are multiplying or dividing a negative number with a negative number, your answer is always going to be positive. And then if you have a positive number with another positive number, the answer is always going to be positive. So taking a look at the ones that we have been given, I have a negative number that's being divided by a positive number. That's going to give me a negative answer. I know my answer over here is going to be negative. Here I have a negative with a negative number, so I know my answer is going to be positive. ALEKS isn't going to like to have that plus sign in there. I'm just going to keep it in there for now, but we'll erase it. So knowing the sign of the number, or the sign of our answer, now we just need to do the math. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8. And again, ALEKS is not going to want to have that plus sign in front of a positive number. Don't try putting it in there. It won't like it. Now, if you want to rely on your calculator to solve these problems, that's totally fine. No big deal. But you do need to understand that if you have, or if you're trying to enter a negative number into your calculator, you cannot do that using the subtraction symbol on your calculator, or at least I can't do that. None of the calculators that I have allow me to use the subtraction symbol as a way of entering in a negative number. On your calculator, you will have a symbol that is this little guy up here in the corner. The plus slash minus symbol looks like this. This button is the button that you use to change the sign of a number in your calculator. This is the button that you use to enter a negative number into your calculator. In all of the calculators that I own, I have to enter the number first, so 25, and then hit that plus minus button to change it to a negative number. And then I can continue on with the operation. See, I get a negative 5. Let's try it for the second problem. I'm going to hit my number first, change it to negative, and then I want to multiply it by, hit the number first, change it to negative, and I get positive 8. Let's just, for the sake of checking it out, let's just see what happens if I try to use the negative symbol. So even if I try to do it in the same way, 2 with a negative symbol multiplied by 4 with a negative symbol, that gives me a 0. My calculator just doesn't know how to do that. Or if I enter in the symbols in the way that they appear in this problem, -2 times -4, that gives me a -6. That's also not the right answer. So again, this is because your calculator just isn't sure what to do. When you hit this button, it is interpreting that as a subtraction, not interpreting it as a negative number. So make sure you find and use this plus minus button when you are trying to enter negative numbers into your calculator.